Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out this brand new 2024 Toyota Highlander XLE all-wheel drive in magnetic gray metallic. We're going to check out this Highlander, see what Toyota is bringing with the Highlander in the new year. So let's dig in. Front end of the Highlander, again, that magnetic gray metallic looking good. I do love the brushed aluminum instead of chrome around the gloss black grille. Toyota badge on the center of the grille. LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals, and then we have some body color down below, which looks good. So it's a good looking front end here on this Highlander. Now, as we whip around to the wheel and tire setup on this Highlander, what we're looking at here is an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Toyota badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. Now, these 18-inch wheels are wrapped in Michelin Premier all-season tires. We're looking at 235 on the width, a beefy 65 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, full side profile of the Highlander for 2024 in the magnetic gray. Good color with the flat black around the wheel wells and down below the doors. Let me know what you think. As we move on into the side view mirrors, we are color matched on the side view mirror, LED turn signals, door handles. We're color matched on the door handles, front and back, left side fuel filler cap, and then up top, we got a roof spoiler coming off the top with a color matched roof, shark fin antenna, and your standard sunroof. Rear end of our Highlander XLE all-wheel drive. Again, here's the roof spoiler, and this is plenty big enough to take this wiper and stick it up underneath, clean up the design of the back, and also protect that wiper from car washes and the elements. Chrome Toyota badge in the middle, LED taillight, standard bulbs for turn signals, Highlander on the left side of the tailgate, XLE all-wheel drive on the right, and we do have a single-sided exhaust tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 24 Highlander, and what do we have for a power plant? We have Toyota's 2.4-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. 265 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. The Highlander can tow up to 5,000 pounds. MPGs, 21 in the city, 28 on the highway, 24 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we continue with the rest of the review, I do want to let you know that Team Toyota of Princeton is providing Shabby's Ride subscribers with special pricing on this Highlander or any other Highlander they have on the lot for sale. In order to unlock that special pricing, you need to do three things. Number one, subscribe to the Shabby's Rides YouTube channel. Number two, call Team Toyota of Princeton at the number on the screen below. 3, give them the promo code to unlock that special pricing. Now, let's get back to the review. All right, before we get into the interior of this 24 Highlander, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much am I going to have to pay to get into one of these? I love the Grand Highlander, but I don't need anything that big. So what is the regular Highlander going to cost me? Well, here we go. Base price for the Highlander XLE all-wheel drive, before options, $43,870. Now this vehicle's got a few options we have to add in. $735 for the 12.3-inch Toyota multimedia system with 6 speakers. We then have to add in an additional $358 for the all-weather floor and cargo liners, and then an extra $155 for the door edge guards. We then add in destination and delivery of $1,395 from Toyota's Princeton, Indiana assembly plant, and the total vehicle MSRP from the factory is $46,513. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The all-season Highlander mats are in the vehicle this time. Seats, we have power seats for the driver and the front passenger, and then all black soft tex interior, nice soft headrest, nice forgiving bolstering, We have an insert design here a little bit to jazz up the all black soft tech seats, but it looks pretty good. Door panel, soft touch up top, brushed aluminum on the door handle, flat black on the switchgear, armrest nice and soft. We have a fairly large door pocket here on this Highlander. We have the 6-speaker audio system, soft touch up here, some more of this lighter gray trim, a nice area for storage in here. And then down underneath here, we have the glove box, which is nice and large. Infotainment system time, we have Toyota's 12.3-inch infotainment, so you're paying extra for this larger screen on the window sticker, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. We do have navigation in here, but in Toyota's new system, if you want the navigation to be enabled here in the vehicle, you have to subscribe to a subscription service through Google. So I have a feeling most people are going to use their phone for their maps and their nav, since there's wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. You can Bluetooth your phone for your music. You got Sirius XM, HD radio, vehicle information. You have your trip information. You have your climate information. You got your options as far as your Eco Heat or your windshield wiper deicer. You got your regular settings where you can Bluetooth the phone, like I said, Wi-Fi hotspot, and all that good stuff. So it's a fairly easy and quick system, and it's a touchscreen. We go to reverse. Nice large backup camera, no trajectory. I'd like to see some trajectory lines on here, and I'd like to see it take up the whole screen. As we move on down, we got dual climate control, so you're all set there, and then you have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. So they got you set there, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards. Underneath there, wireless charging pad, and this is the new Q wireless charging pad, which is better than the older ones. A lot of the manufacturers are switching to those now. Down below, you do have an HDMI, 2 USBs, and a 12 volt, and then another area in here to slide your phone. And now here's the gear shift that's going to take us through this 8-speed automatic with the leather gaiter and the stitching. 2 cup holders with the trim ring. Here's our Toyota key fob. Fairly simple. Lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, and on the back it says Highlander. So it's got you, and it's very, very light. Now down below here we have our drive modes, which we'll show you when we get to the dash, but then you also have push buttons underneath here for mud and sand and rock and dirt. So for your off-road modes, there are buttons down below. We have an electronic emergency brake, auto vehicle hold, hill descent control, snow mode, traction control off. Then we have our center armrest, very nice, and it slides back. You have a removable tray, so you can put some change or whatever else you want in there. And then you got a 12 volt in the bottom. Toyota steering wheel, nice leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, Toyota badge in chrome on the horn button, some brushed aluminum to lift the wheel up. Round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room getting in and out of this Highlander. It's a very large driver cockpit. Flat black on your switchgear where you have your telephone voice commands and volume on the left, as long as the controls for the digital portion of your dash. And then on the right, you have modes for your infotainment system, safety suite controls, cruise controls, seek for music, all that jazz. No paddles. On the left side over here, you have your headlight and fog lamp controls. And then on the right, front and rear wiper, our push button start is right around there. And then over here on the left, up top, you got your trip odometer and brighten and dim the dash. Then down below, adaptive high beams, engine auto stop start, and you have the pop the tailgate button right there. And then way down here by your shin is the button where you open your fuel filler door. Now, we have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel, so Toyota has you covered there. And then here is our analog digital combo, analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then we have that 7-inch display in the center. Drive mode wise, we have Eco, we have Sport, and we have Normal. So there you have that. And so Sport, you get a little red. Normal is just standard white, and then Eco, you get a little blue. Then back up to Normal. Now you also have mud and sand. You get more of action on the display when you go that way. You put the button to go back to Normal. Or you can go to rock and dirt. Now you get more action. Hit the button to go back to Normal. And then all the way over to the right on that center screen, there's snow mode, and it just says snow up on the top left in green when you hit that, and then you hit that to turn it off. Pretty simple. And then obviously you have more information you can bring up on the center part of your screen, depending on what you want to see when you go down the road. So it's really quite easy. Overhead console, we have a spot for your shades right here. Now, if you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door. This switch right here is set in the center on door. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting dims out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Then we have the controls for our sunroof. But the shade is a manual shade, so you just push it back, and then we open it with the open button, and then one click back to close, and then the other switch on the right side is to tilt it. If you'd like to tilt it, then we just pull the shade back. Piece of cake. Sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the mid-row of this 3-row SUV, I have the seat set for my driving position. And when we look in here, we have a bench seat here in the mid-row instead of captain's chairs. So it is a 7-person or 8-person configuration. So here we go. Plenty of room for my head, knees, and shoulders. Softex all the way down. We have a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. Then we have our rear climate control, 2 USB-Cs down below. We do have a nice back door panel. Same action as the front. There's our front door panel looking good. Back door panel looking the same with the security shades. So they got you covered there. Now we have the bench seat that will sit 3 across, all black Softex, same as the front seats. And then our center armrest, nice and soft, 2 cup holders. So you're all set here in the mid-row of this Highlander. Now, let's go check out row number 3. Row number 3 in the Highlander, you just come back to your mid-row, hit this button, pull it, seat slides forward so you can pop in. Now we can pop in, no problem. We get into row number 3, and my knees are a bit high, and if I slide over, I'm going to have enough room, but it is a bit cramped back here, and I have a couple of cup holders, but I don't have any connectivity, but I do have some heat and air vents and some lights back here. But it would be nice to have some connectivity here in row number 3 of this Highlander. So I would suggest smaller adults and children here in row number 3. All right, getting in the tailgate of the Highlander, you can pop it from the key fob, you can pop it from the dash, or you can come to the back. There's a button right underneath the Toyota badge. You hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down. Now, with all rows up, we're looking at 16 cubic feet of space in this Highlander. As we move in closer, we got the all-season floor mat with the seat back protector. Underneath here, you have a jack and some tools and some area for storage, and the spare is underneath the car here in the back of the Highlander. But I'm glad we have a spare back here. Now, as far as getting this 3rd row down, that's a piece of cake. All you have to do is open this up, and down they go. Pull that up. Push forward, down they go, and now we have more room. Now let me know, in the Highlander, are you going to go 3rd row up or 3rd row down when you're rocking down the road? Let me know if you're going to need that for people or not. But now, in order to get the mid-row to drop, you got to do that from either door because we don't have a release in the back of the Highlander like we do in some other brands, and I would encourage Toyota to put mid-row releases back here. So, we're going to move around, and I'll show you how this is done. Because we got a 2-handed operation right here. So here is the seat, and down below, we have some buttons down here, right? We have this button up front, this pull lever, I should say. Now that's going to let the seat slide. Now, if we want to fold the seat flat, we have to pull this lever that's marked number 2, as well as the lever that's on top of the seat. And then down it will fold flat just like that. So I'm going to go around and do the other side off camera, and then I'll be back to you at the back once all the seats are down. And now with all seats down, we're looking at 84.3 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Highlander. Let me know what you think. Window sticker on this Highlander. My apologies for the glare, but it is very cloudy out today. We'll zoom on in. There we go, 2024 Highlander XLE. We have our fuel economy estimates. Standard equipment. Options. Total vehicle MSRP. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're going down the road in this 2024 Highlander XLE all-wheel drive. So we're right around the middle of the road here on the trims for the Highlander in 2024. You got LE, XLE, and then you have Limited and Platinum, and I believe you got an XSE in there somewhere, if I remember right. So we're right in the middle, and it drives well. I mean, all these Toyotas drive really, really well. They drive smaller than they are, and this is a fairly large 3-row midsize SUV, and it drives really, really well. Now, obviously, with the Turbo 4, when the engine's under load, it's going to sound noisy, like we heard just a few minutes ago. And then once you take your foot off the accelerator, it's going to quiet down. But we got plenty of visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear glass. We have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz is in this Highlander. No problem at all. Now, we have the bigger 12.3-inch infotainment screen. Let me know if you would have paid the $700 and something that Toyota is charging on the options list for the large 12.3-inch screen, or would you just be happy with the standard screen that comes in the Highlander, which is an 8-inch screen? I think it doesn't matter to me. I think I'd probably save the $700 myself and go with the smaller screen, but let me know what you guys would do. But you do have the bigger screen, you do have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, you do have USB-A, USB-C connectivity, wireless charging, heated seats in here, but what we don't have, which I would like to see in here, is a heated steering wheel. No heated steering wheel in the XLE all-wheel drive. I think it should have one. And then we got plenty of drive modes in here for you for pretty much all driving conditions, so they got you set there. Suspension's well damped, no problem. It's very, very comfortable on the ride, not too soft, not too firm. It's just right. And it feels good going down the road. Now the steering is going to be light, right? It's going to be a little vague, but not bad. But that's standard for an SUV because it's a people hauler. This is designed to take you and your family, your friends, your gear, wherever you want to go. And that's the idea of these things. It's not designed to be a sports car. And therefore, you know, you're going to get the standard SUV steering. But that's fine in this. I don't have a problem with that at all. As we come down the road, 8-speed automatic is shifting very smoothly, very, very nicely done. Quiets everything down. And it is a fairly quiet cabin in here. Obviously, you're going to get some wind noise because you're an SUV, you're sitting up higher, and you're going to get some exterior noise. But they did a nice job of deadening the sound a bit in here, so at least you don't have to have your music way loud just so you don't hear stuff coming in from the outside, like some cars. We'll come down here and we'll just test the brakes out, apply the brakes, stops nice and linear, no problem at all, and now we can take off. That was the lane keep assist beeping me. The nanny's got to keep you on the straight and narrow in this car. So now we're going to come out here and do our turning radius test in this Highlander. All right, the turning radius in here is 18.7 feet, so let's check it out. And that turns right around, no problem. And we're back the other way, and that's a nice turning radius for a larger SUV. So now we're going to test it out from 0. Now we're going to feather in the gas since we have a new engine, and here we go. now we're up to speed, no problem. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. Really easy vehicle to drive. And this is why I think the Highlander is one of the best-selling SUVs in the United States. It's just well put together, brings a lot of good value, brings good reliability, has a lot of nice features to it, drives well, handles well. It's just a well-built vehicle, and it's made in the United States. So for people who want a US-built Toyota, here you go, right here, Princeton, Indiana, America's heartland. And it handles pretty good in the turns. Not great, it's gonna roll a bit, but you know, not half bad. So let me know what you guys think. Toyota Highlander, is this the kind of action you would be going for here in this 3-row midsize? Do you need more room? You like the Grand Highlander better? It seems like since the Grand Highlander's been out, it's kind of overshadowed this vehicle, and that's why I wanted to get one of these back on the channel. But let me know what you think. Or are you going elsewhere with your hard-earned 3-row SUV money, like the Hyundai Palisade, or the Kia Telluride, or the Honda Pilot, or the Ford Explorer, or the Chevy Traverse, or God knows who else. Everybody's got one of these things. But let me know in the comments what you would do. But I want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Toyota Highlander XLE all-wheel drive in magnetic gray for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides review. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.